The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Man, shout out to my guy Rock718 on Twitter. When this whole Safaree penis picture leaked, he put on Twitter, I bet you Charlamagne and Envy gonna end up talking about this more than Angela even talks about it.
Hey, man, we really milking the hell out of Safaree's penis.
Whoa,
Yo.
all right.
What you
making
That visual of you sitting there milking his
Okay,
penis.
all right. Jesus Christ, guys.
Oh, my God.
And gals.
All right, well, Safaree talked to TMZ, and a lot of people were speculating that what kept Nicki Minaj and Safaree together for so long was the penis pulled it all together. Well, here's what he had to say about his Anaconda.
Funny thing is, she used to always say to me that if you didn't have that thing, I would have been left you. She would be cracking up laughing when she said it to me.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been hearing about Safaree penis too much. Y'all, you have to hear the behind the scenes
You've been talking about it too much.
I have not been talking about it.
You
That is a
came in
lie.
here talking
This
about
is
it.
awkward,
Sounded like a
guys.
hater this morning.
That is not,
I heard people saying it wasn't all that.
that is not what I said.
You did say that.
You know what? We're gonna talk about this next time. I'm gonna clear my name.
You
I
want to
don't
talk
like
about
this.
some more?
Yes.
It sounds like
you
you're
a freak,
mad
man.
jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this
freaky
next
over
hour.
there.
Girl
Continue.
said they don't even think it was all that.
Okay, continue with your rumor report.
All right,
We're gonna talk
well,
about this.
Safaree also came on the KC crew.
Who's
Not
that?
like that.
Okay, well, see, come on
Wow,
now,
Yee.
you.
Wow.
Come on now,
Drop
Yee.
one of Clues bombs for Angela Yee.
Come
Wow.
on now, you.
like
You played
that.
too much.
Came all over you and your wife
No.
and the kids?
No.
God damn.
He was on the KC.
Now
play
you took
fair.
it too far, Sean.
You said the crew.
Watch your mouth. He was
Watch
on the
it.
KC Crew podcast. Go ahead, Yee. Continue.
Watch your powerful mouth.
You guys play too much, man. You play too much.
All right, well, amongst the things that Safaree talked about was, being with Nicki Minaj and perhaps feeling a little brainwashed.
With me and her, we rolled into it together. So it was almost like I ended up being trained to be that kind of person. Because in the beginning, it's like, Lil Wayne want to holler at you? I can't give you what he can give you, so I'm gonna support. You know what I'm saying? And I just was doing that for so long that it was like programmed in my head to be like
You're almost brainwashed for the situation.
I didn't want to say that word,
Right.
but that's really exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Drop one of Clues bombs for Nicki Minaj. Sometimes you gotta keep your foot on these
Stop
Negroes'
it.
necks.
Stop
I don't
it,
have
man.
any problem with that whatsoever. All right? Your wife don't got her foot on your neck?
To a point.
Okay. Now, I bet you won't get. Let me see. I bet you won't have that same energy later today.
No, to a
when
point.
you're talking to her.
Not-
What
not
do you
like-
mean to a point?
Like, for instance, Wayne was hollering at Nicki and Safaree sit in the corner. Drake was hollering at Nicki, Safaree sit in the corner. It's not like that. Yeah, she has her foot on my neck, but
I saw
there's no
Gia-
sitting in the corner.
I'm not gonna lie, I did see Gia liking a lot of Safaree's pictures.
Did she?
All right, so next
Why your
up.
voice tremble? Why your voice tremble?
know
Why
what?
your voice tremble? Did she?
I did.
Why you put the
All
auto-tune on
right,
your
now.
voice?
In addition to this, Safaree talked about perks of being with Nicki.
What were the perks that made it worth it during the time?
The perks isn't really what made it worth it. It just was like all I saw was her and excelling, and it made me feel good to know where we came from, and then to see it turning out to what it came to, it just made me say like, yo, I want to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and I didn't even care about saying, yeah, I want to be in the forefront. I just wanted to be supportive and be there, but at the same time, just wanted to be respected too,
And he also discusses a fight that they got into, and this sounds a little weird.
The fights and stuff, it just was getting too crazy, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to the hospital. Yo, I'm backing up.
What were you fighting about?
It was one time, it was something like, I don't know if I left and then came back and then I must have missed something that had happened. But she wanted me to get like a bag for her. But it's just the way it was said, I just was like, yo, you can't keep talking to me like that. And I'm not gonna go get it.
Get the goddamn bag, Safaree. What the hell's wrong with you? You can't get your woman's back. Drop one of Clues bombs for Nicki Minaj.
You're not just gonna say, go get my damn bag.
Hey, Caribbean woman, man. You know what it is when you dating a Caribbean woman.
And
Can you please get the bag?
I have to say, if they were arguing over other things, he's probably just trying to be stubborn. Like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Depends how she asked. He didn't say, can you please go get the bag? Go get the damn bag. I ain't getting the bag.
Hey, she's a
either.
Caribbean woman. You know what it is when you're dating a Caribbean woman. It's going to be a fist fight or two, and you're going to be on the receiving end of those fists. It
All
is
right,
what it is.
And then Envy talked about his own experiences with Safaree and him actually
Pause. Like, you got to clear that
witnessing-
up. Oh, okay.
Thank you. You're being way too picky right
Way
now.
too
Touchy.
picky.
Yeah.
Way too sensitive.
Way too sensitive.
Relax.
Yeah. Just loosen it up.
See, he played too much, man.
Here's what he had to say about witnessing abuse.
Well, sometimes Safaree couldn't leave the crib.
Get out
Right
of
or
here.
wrong?
Stop it.
I
don't
swear.
believe that. Stop it.
Look,
Can you tell him to stop exaggerating?
No. Look,
I'm gonna be real. This time when I got to LA and I'm like, yo, let's go out. He'd be like, let me see if I can run to the store right fast. I swear on everything.
Yo, this guy has good memory, yo. But it's because she was sheltered.
Right.
So it's like she's, in her cocoon, and it's like I'm there with her, and I'm just like, it is what it is. I didn't really have a life outside of that.
I don't see the problem. Like when you're in a relationship and you committed to somebody, you're not leaving the house after a certain time.
You could go out. He could not go out. He had to ask permission.
So do I.
Oh.
What do you do too? I don't know why you acting like you don't.
But I got more leniency. If I say, babe, I'm running to the store, she go like, okay.
All right.
You can't run to the store if you gotta go to the store?
It depends.
It depends on what?
Depends where the store is. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something else too. I'm happy that the Casey crew getting all of these posts from this interview, but that was a terrible move on Safaree part, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What?
You put your meat out, ladies and gay men love it, stock goes through the roof. You put out a record 100, it was 31 on iTunes. You finally had people talking about Safaree, establishing your own identity, and you're in the week, putting your name next to Nicki's again. I would have stayed away from that.
Well, he's always gonna be connected to Nicki. He's nothing he can do
But I'm
about
saying
it.
this week
All
he
right,
kind of
guys,
distanced himself.
I'm Angela Yee, and that's your
It
real
was like
report.
a penis
There you go.
between them that distanced himself.
Penis
There was a distance between
But you said
them.
there was a small penis between them.
Okay, I'm
All
having
right.
this conversation.
Oh, okay.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in